In this video I'll be describing how to use Archivematica, which you can see here, for digital preservation, and use it in tandem with a second piece of software called AtoM, which you can see here, for dissemination of your digitally preserved images. So I have AtoM running in this tab, Archivematica running in this tab, and they're going to work together. So I'm going to be preserving some images of some maps here. I'm going to turn this folder into what's called an archival information package in Archivematica. So let's have a look what's in my archival information package. There are 3 map images, and there's going to be some metadata associated with those images to do with the titles and the subject matter of the images. At the moment, the metadata is stored in an Excel spreadsheet. You can see the different types of metadata here. Here are the 3 images. Each line in the spreadsheet is metadata associated with a single image. And we've got the title, the creator, subject matter, they're all maps, another subject matter column, one's of Italy, one's of Buckinghamshire, and it's a brief description, and what else have we got? Some dates, and a little bit of rights information down here. So in order to store this in an archival information package, I need to save the Excel spreadsheet as a CSV file. So CSV UTF-8, save. Now quit out of Excel. We can see we have a little metadata CSV file there, which will be uploaded into the AIP. First thing I've got to do is upload my file to the transfer location of Archivematica. So I'm using Mobi Extern, but you can use FileZilla or any other FTP program you like. So there we have it, my little map here. And if I look in Archivematica now, I should see that my maps has appeared in the transfer location of Archivematica. So let's go into AtoM now, and I've got to create a little archival information package to actually attach the maps to when they're sent from Archivematica into AtoM. So I'm going to call this, my maps. And save that. And there we have a little target for our dip. So what I do is I copy the stub, which is the leftmost part of the URL in AtoM, copy that, take it over to Archivematica, tell Archivematica where I wanted to put the dip, and then add the My Maps folder into the transfer source and start the transfer. Now in a few moments you'll see our transfer starting. Here it is. Each of these rows indicates a microservice that's been performed on the images. Things like virus checking for the validity of the files, assigning universal IDs to the files, making sure the file names are valid. And this process is called transfer. You can imagine this as the files being sucked into Archivematica and being checked out, given a good checking over, and because we don't want to be digitally preserving things that are invalid or have got viruses. So you can see here we have a virus check. we're here generating a METS XML document which describes all of the processes that have been run on the files. We've now reached the second stage, which is ingest. This is the point at which we might normalize the files if the files are in a non-archival format. And again, running various checks and creating the AIP, which is the archival information package, and the DIP, which is the dissemination information package, which will end up in AtoM. You now see the last processes are to prepare and store the AIP, which will be stored in the AIP store or Archimatica, and to upload the dissemination information package to AtoM. Okay, so we have a check mark here, we've finished that process. If we go to AtoM now, we should see, refresh the screen, we should see that the images have been transferred into AtoM. And if I select one of the images from the carousel, underneath it you'll see the metadata down here, name of creator, a brew, map of Italy, and this came in from the metadata file in the Excel spreadsheet. So if we now go back to Archimatica and have a look at archival storage, we can look at My Maps here, download it, that's gone to my download folder. Here's the AIP. It's been zipped up just to speed the transmission up. Extract it here, and we can see the actual contents of the AIP. Baggage information with a manifest, a SHA-256 manifest, which gives all the checksums for all the items, including the JPEGs and their normalized TIFFs here. If I go into data, you'll see here's the METS file, which serializes, describes all the processes and microservices which will run on the images. And in the objects folder we have the actual payload. So if we look at what the payload is, we start off with 3 files, or JPEGs. Now you never touch the original files, they're always copied into the AIP and touched. But here we have 3 normalized versions of the JPEGs in a TIFF archival format. So that guarantees the longevity of the actual AIP. So there you have it. That's how Archimatica is used with AtoM to digitally preserve images and to allow you access to access copies. Thank you.